I did everything they told me to.
The revolution is the political crisis of rebellion.
In the morning.
How intelligent and how smart.
Republicans with their drill baby drill.
Financial freedom is just around the corner. Call now.
This attitude towards civil liberties has changed since 9/11.
Rap group East Coast Avengers. One of their new
Accepted into the Avengers.
Controversy, the East Coast Avengers.
And America has a new champion.
Why the media's not talking about this? Dick Cheney changed.
Cool Fox, try to sign us.
Or at least America was violent before rap.
Politicians, sit yourselves down.
The Avengers. Next, we'll be swearing in the devil himself.
Intercept sound waves. Hijack your frequency quick and bang ashes.
Welcome back, folks. P. Rushmore here at the top of the hour. We've got a great show planned for you this morning. We'll be taking your calls here in a few minutes. There's a lot going on right now in world news, but I really want to start the show off with this issue of illegal immigration and what's going on in Arizona at the moment. So right now, down in the great state of Arizona, we've got these bleeding heart liberal losers picketing and protesting this fantastic new immigration law. These monkeys are taking American jobs and breathing my pure white Christian air. And the nerve of these people, it just irks me. Now I gotta say, what's this?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Folks, it looks like we have some unexpected guests here in the studio. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, man, you can help us get the fuck up.
Hey, you guys can't be in here.
We in here now. What's up? Yo, get
Hey, stop right there. What do you think you're doing?
Trademarc.
Hey,
Do this lunatic. Yeah,
get your hands off me.
Tie this dude up, man. Yo, stop fighting, man. You're just making it worse. Still, motherfucker. Chill, motherfucker. Yo, we're gonna take it from here, man. Where you get off pumping that poison on the air? Yo, shut up, man. Yo, we're the East Coast Avengers, political activist, hip-hop trio. That's my man Trademarc. I got the homie Esoteric outside the building on security, and I go by the name of DC the MIDI Alien. I'll be your host and producer for the show today. And for all of you out there who listen to this dude, this asshole right here, Phil Rushmore, you zombies, you soak up his every word, he's poisoning your mind. Wake up! We're gonna change your way of thinking within an hour, like it or not. Phone lines are open. East Coast Avengers are in the radio station right now. Let's get Avengers!
I'm gunning for partisan puppeteers, splitting hope and change on the open range like buccaneers. My fears of one world government, World Bank will rank by income. The sum of it, they'll have the power, we won't even have some of it. That's what those G20 meetings were for, so I got 20 OGs meeting and ready for war. To incite riots, my insight is biased toward freedom of speech. Our freedom was breached by liars. Black president bleached his wires across with neocon communist wasp pariahs. I'm so tired of this Orwellian life looking like hell again. I'm mortified by the war supplied, embellishing, developing relevant rivals and rebels again. The same trick, no matter how you put it. Too many enemies, now could be the last time we pull it. And I'ma get mad deep like a threat. As we move toward a new world order. Big brother, watching over you. Probably on some government list for my rhyme. And I'ma get mad deep like a threat. As we move toward a new world order.
East Coast Avengers, the next level up. Rock and shock the nation.
Ishiek, we back in the lab. Favor Flavor 87, dog crack in the lab. You cats rapping that bad, I'ma kill your set. Y'all be like Paris Hilton's pets, doggy half in the bag. It take a little more than a Shepherd fairy tote bag. Michael Moore DVD, a Che Guevara, no bag to be a national threat. I keep it trill like the national debt. Fear the reaper, kill your panel speaker, slashing his neck, bashing the set, trapping a vet. Fuck curb serving, only left wing it to be MSNBC's worst person. ECA Avengers Radio with the new joint. I mute your viewpoints cause they're moot points. A debate now, see, that's no trouble to me. See, I'm more S1W, you're more SWV, and your compassion is such an act. You know you fudge fast like Matt Drudge hacks, yo.
And I'ma get mad deep like a threat. As we move toward a new world order.
Big brother, watching over you.
Probably on some government list for my rhyme. And I'ma get mad deep like a threat. As we move toward a new world order.
East Coast Avengers, the next level up. Rock and shock the nation. The next level up. The next level
fight, for you know we are right. We must strike at the lies that are spread like disease to our minds. Just you are going to die. My heart has for freedom, and I can't let go.
They stole in my mind. I used to have the mind of a revolutionary, now it's dead. Cause the devil got these images that's dancing in my head. If I don't take these pills, then I can't get out of bed. And I gotta pay the bills, so I gotta take my meds. That's what the voice says, it was never there before. It was another voice that's telling me, you're a father, you're a husband. The argument is hard to win and leads to more discussion. Every other thought is rushing like it's fucking water busting. I've been sleeping with the TV cause I left it on. Pass out from the Zanny bars, licking chicken Szechuan. Off my friggin' finger shit, I think it must have kept him calm. Otherwise I'm like a ticking effing bomb. Weapon drawn, pacing around the floor, freaking every creek I'm stepping on. Thought I heard the cops coming, or I must have guessed it wrong. Flip the stations all around, nothing but deception on. I don't know what's real or not, here on Planet Methadone. Yes, look, I'll never be mistaken for the social type. Overnight, mix and match meds to get the potion right. Name it, I take it, I took it, I baked it, cooked it, and ate it like God made it till I'm crooked. Psychopharmaceuticals rebooted my brain, but they're sustained by whatever's under proof in my veins. So when I took it, I stare at my reflection like it's throwing threats in my direction. Now I look at life and cope like any addict might. In an attic by candlelight, every shade drawn, every day's gone, good and gone as I write. You can bet it's like street corner hustling, FDA muscling, funneling cash into new epidemics. They usher in mass produced fear, paranoia that they mask with their lawyers and brass. Next stop, poisonous gas chamber, citizen strain, chain smokestacks burn us to ash.
We living in them days of the man-made ways. The brainwashing us, it's America's plan. I'm about to rebel, we all slaves in the system. Relying over money and relying on religion. We living in them days of the man-made ways. The brainwashing us, it's America's plan. I'm about to rebel, we all slaves in the system. Relying over money and relying on religion.
I used to have the mind of a revolutionary, but it's gone. I'm disheveled, I'm a rebel, I'm a devil with a bomb. Never settle, every motherfucking ghetto has a song. Put the metal to my temple when I wrestle with Saddam. Yeah, you see the mind control divide your soul. I rhymed the dough with 94, but no, y'all ain't listen to anything I was telling y'all about the bio chip inside you and impending war. I run over you fucking devils like a Mendenhall. Overseas, they dying young, they sending y'all. The cash system is dead, y'all just pretend to ball. Glocks and clips, apocalypse, prepare to fall. Do y'all believe in the birth of a nation? I call it control, they call it coercive persuasion. Yeah, all of them serpents are Satan. I'ma build a bomb shelter, only let the persons of faith in.
Reality, get our brains washed out with filthy water. Caught up in the thrill of borders, walk among the killing quarters. I'm from a line of obsessive, aggressive ill New Yorkers who built the fortress on top of bodies with rigor mortis. We saw this coming, history repeats and beats its soul. The difference is now business is the center of disease control. Diabetes, VDs, cancer and AIDS, increasing the obesity as if we cannot be saved. Faced with their paranoia, avoid the call to actions in arms. Engage the act of warriors, we all paying taxes for bombs. They taxing the farm, the laborers make minimum wage. Here in the states, some owners take their pay and women as slaves. It's the beginning of phase 8, new decade and new plot. They sit and create plagues, inject us with flu shots. Behavior reform informs away from the norm. It's my control to find your soul, decide your fate or be gone.
We living in them days of the man-made ways. The brainwashing us, it's America's plan. I'm about to rebel, we all slaves in the system. Relying over money and relying on religion. We living in them days of the man-made ways. The brainwashing us, it's America's plan. I'm about to rebel, we all slaves in the system. Relying over money and relying on religion. We living in them days of the man-made ways.
Listen to me, because less than 3% of you people read books. Because less than 15% of you read newspapers. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything. The largest company in the world controls the most awesome propaganda force in the whole world. So if you want the truth, go to yourselves, because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth.
Check 1, 2. Avengers Radio still in full effect here. My man Trademarc's in the back, controlling the phone lines. And I understand we got my man Crypt on the line. Outerspace, Army of the Pharaohs, official pistol gang, Philadelphia, yo, Crip, what's cracking, man?
Yo, what's good, DC? What's poppin', big homie?
Just regulating these airwaves, man.
This Avengers radio shit is crazy, fam.
Yo, I appreciate that, man. But yo, heads don't really consider Outerspace a real political group, but I know y'all got your eyes open, you know? So we did this track together, Ain't Shit Changed, I'm about to get into right now. Explain to the listeners what was the thought behind that track.
We hope, like for people that know this shit keeps getting worse. People still out here struggling. People still out here losing their job. But what really changed? Nothing.
Yo, I'm in total agreement with you, man. But yo, Crypt, I appreciate the call, man.
Alright, homie, no doubt.
Alright, well, we're gonna get into it right now. This is Outerspace, Ain't Shit Changed, on Avengers Radio.
Yeah, okay. DCOS, AOTP, yeah. The edge of my bed, clean in my 45. I support a change, but don't support no lie. Oil for blood, offshore drilling. Will it put an end to these offshore killings? Nope, no a debate on Obama, McCain, man. They sell you a dream, they all are the same, man. That's why we gotta come up with a game plan. Cop guns illegally and know where to aim them. When shit goes down, will you bitch niggas be ready? MPs on your block making you breathe heavy. The strip you claim look like Desert Storm. Tanks barrel through your spot, then you know it's on. My declaration written in blood. Dirty politics we learn to clean up with a slug. At the White House with my army from the slums. We want a portion of the cake, you feeding us crumbs. Left wing, right wing, all believing we dumb. We need more leadership to start teaching our young. Street deacon, he reach and let him preach with a gun. Arrest the president, we intelligent hoodlum. What you call change, when ain't shit changed. Same struggle, same game, ain't shit changed. What you call pain, different day, same shit. Same pain, same rain, what changed ain't shit. What you call change, when ain't shit changed. Same struggle, same game, ain't shit changed. What you call pain, different day, same shit. Same pain, same rain, what changed ain't shit. Can't explain what's wrong with the new world. Need to figure it out before I have my new girl. No change can rearrange my game plan, so I gotta keep a level head for the sake of fam. Can't rob an innocent man. Gotta set a good example for my children and all. The recession is depressing, but I overcome quick every time I get low. God bless you with a gift. Shit, what the fuck was I thinking for real? Mom taught me better. Thou shalt not kill or steal. Thou shalt not back down when times rough. Go get your paper, player. Times ain't that tough. Mike Tyson lost a child. People, please pay attention. Accidents happen every single minute, and you stressing the root of evil. You ain't even watching your people. Barack can't save lives, and the Lord ain't evil. So beat the face that you see in the mirror. Deal with the words while the message starts to get clearer. Never fear a soul, cause they God's creation. Buckle up your seatbelt and get ready for the races.
Ain't shit changed. Ain't shit changed.
Who's the real criminals?
The real thugs is the government.
Fuck politicians, nothing but liars.
What you call change, when ain't shit changed. Same struggle, same game, ain't shit changed. What you call pain, different day, same shit. Same pain, same rain, what changed ain't shit. What you call change, when ain't shit changed. Same struggle, same game, ain't shit changed. What you call pain, different day, same shit. Same pain, same rain, what changed ain't shit.
Do you feel people are hopeful that Obama will make a difference?
People are desperate and they're fearful, and they'll hang on to anything. Let's look at the facts. A man of change. Who did he bring into Washington? You know, they say by their deeds you shall know them. Let's look at his Treasury Secretary, Timothy Guyton, a former Robert Reuben retread from the Clinton administration, the former president of the New York Federal Reserve Bank. Change? How about Larry Summers, the former Clinton Secretary of the Treasury? I never remember a newly elected president bringing in basically the national security team from the last administration who happened to be from another party. The only thing that they know how to do is not to get their fingernails dirty. Change.
Another 100 days in, I'm dazed and confused. This lack of opposing views and slogans used to get elected have only been neglected or slowly fused. It's Bush resurrected. He looms in the spirit of Obama, consumed by the spirit of Osama. But karma's a bitch, rich in drama, and hope's just a four-letter word. It's a verb, some hippie turned upside down and back around to a proper noun. It's absurd, blurred by Wikipedia, slurred by wicked media clowns. Wow. News revised and rewritten, surprised while we listen. News anchors so smitten when the president talks of new anchors hitting bottom off Middle Eastern borders and neutral waters as battleships dark. We dress up our liars and politicians are tired of being mired, voted for, hired, mass produced, the mass seduced by puppets in suits. Let loose, then you welcome the noose, so you got no excuse to complain about the abuse. All we hear's Obama's sweet talking, peace talks, taking soldiers out of Iraq to send them right back to restart. Rearm, recon, beyond Afghanistan, we on the front page. Paparazzi caught us looking neo-Nazi. We on the hot seat. Patriot acts have been extended promptly. Guantanamo has only been suspended. Freedom of speech amended. Fairness doctrine descended from toxins and rendered in hues blood red. Ruled by Judge Dredd, enforced by thugs bred. Brown shirt youth. Kill trust, love, and liberty, and anything within the constitutional vicinity. Lies, steal, and kills the Holy Trinity. Hold Geronimo, yeah, drop them all in Guantanamo. Bush to Barack, lock them up or ship them off to Iraq. We don't need them to strip down freedom. Hold Geronimo, yeah, drop them all in Guantanamo. Bush to Barack, lock them up or ship them off to Iraq. We don't need them to strip down freedom.
Read my lips, no new taxes. I didn't have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. I smoked, but I didn't inhale. Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction and ties to Al-Qaeda. Obama, when he first started to run, he was going to be out of Iraq. As soon as he became president, he was going to start bringing soldiers home. And now that's out to 16 months. So it really doesn't look like change. When people lose everything, and they have nothing to lose, they lose it. You're going to see off with their heads. People are one job away from losing everything. We're seeing more and more people being laid off. People, they're stretched to the limits. There's going to be another revolution in this country.
Once again we back, DC on the track, Ishiek got the bat, ESB that cat. The alpha dog, alpha male, the great Dane looking down on you. It's my mic, my realm, fucking Jesse Helms. I'm at the helm, y'all look. Democrats, Republicans, they all crooks. Shug, like their hands in the public eye. Outraged backstage, they all be buddy-buddy. Lovey-dovey, trying to get that bloody money. Iraq was the punching bag to the states, Gene Tunney. Or should I say tis the season. Global warming puts North Face out of biz. I got a titanium brain, 2 chrome lungs, 4,000 reasons to rush, live all, make him choke on his own tongue, his own fat, own blow. The motherfucker needs to get choked.
Revolutionary music.
Revolution had a movie, I be theme music.
I've been observant, I'll never be subservient.
Die for the principle, stand for the code.
I smash those floors everywhere the cash goes. Flash rolls, typewriter while the brass blows. When I release toast, I keep a piece close to feast most floor and make the natty look East Coast. Compare autos, talk about the rarest bottles. Share lottos, philosophy like Aristotle. Somewhere the rally stand, I be out in Cali, man. Alley plan, Secretary Clinton versus Taliban. Look what the sauce sparks, dealers trying to snarl knocks, ballparks. Manifesto like Karl Marx. A little alliance to get a few clients. The critical giants, the concepts, political science. They after fast though, coming the blast show. The Flash Pro, Black Caucus meeting up with Castro. Stay in the lane loft, jokers betrayed soft and play golf. Money like Bernie when they made off.
Revolutionary music.
Revolution had a movie, I be theme music.
I've been observant, I'll never be subservient.
Documented, I'm in it, every day of the week.
Revolutionary music.
Revolution had a movie, I be theme music.
I've been observant, I'll never be subservient.
Waiting revolution like a renegade.
I don't fit in a group of a political suit. They take a minimal truth, making criminal loot. Lick off the roof like reindeer. It's unbelievable, Jesus, unconceivable. Reasons unretrievable. Seasons is freezing when it should have been warmer. Obama don't work, then I'm good on the corner. Ron they barber, follow me. Prime-based farmers, programs they woodcut, cross they loggers. Motherfuckers better wake up. Don't dare be fooled. They made a joke of the Michael Berry poor, compare the cause. Justice is the rarest thought. You think it's free, but your PD prepared your loss. They work in the same building, exchange millions of civilians every day. Cage them and stay billing them, waiting to age killing them. Reveal it when they vision vanish. How do you make parole living on a prison planet?
Revolutionary music.
If revolution had a movie, I'd be theme music. I've been observant, I'll never be subservient.
Die for the principle, stand for the code. Revolutionary music.
If revolution had a movie, I'd be theme music. I've been observant, I'll never be subservient.
It's documented, I'm in it. Every day of the week, I live in it, breathe in it. It's more than just fucking believe.
Yo, feel the fire that ignites, steady reaching to the quiet night. Drink it till he sees light. Days spent on a pine bench trench, and the stance ran over by guys who could give a fuck if you ain't fam. Damn, this government no love in it because they lock innocent, shoot them in their back, plot wars in Iraq, so they watch the shop at Saks. They never lose, just up the tax. We fit the bill. They give us pills to chill, drugs to hide from ourselves, and guns to kill one another. Swear to God on everything that I ever loved in my life, I will bleed every ounce of hope out of me into this mic until I'm cremated. Shiny watches and cars doesn't mean you made it. They team with them, then we play it media. Our provider that will ball constrict till your head pops. And broadcast live and direct. They hands out, not for respect. Cut the check and watch what you say. They dialed in. What I tell you what, fuck if they hear this. They ain't never gonna kill my spirit. Mind is trained, protect minds the same. They align the planes, then that's why we commit crime insane. But I rebuttal if they were truly concerned with our struggle. Things would change, things would change.
But there's a reason. There's a reason for this. The owners of this country, I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. Politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you.
The spirit of America's so gone, so on the way. From rattle to bouquet, the battle is who say the least. Sway swing votes with hopes to increase aggression overseas while black ops oversee all of us covertly. Crack rocks to blast marks on ground zero. We found heroes in even the worst times, but like Nero, burnt down Rome to rebuild. Fear so dear, so we kill any and all our governments deem a threat. Connect the dots from propaganda to plots that got us landing in hot drop LZs. Kids watch Tel Aviv bombed on TV. See, it's okay to laugh when rap is rained down and half the dead on the ground are half their age. Front page New York Post got most of the dead and dying lying in the row while U.S. soldiers prowl like lions in the row. I know this sounds un-American, but these days it seems killing is what makes us American.
They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. They don't want people who are smart enough to figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago.
Sunrise in my presence, a daily blessing, a lesson inside confession, exposed to my profession. Ain't much change since the intro with the Jetsons, where I picture myself in 5 years, not sketching. Every day is a room of my life that I just stepped in. I'll die with the heart where your memories I'll be left in. So in essence, I'm limitless, looping the life I live again. But whether you draw your line or are you just stuck scribbling? Little artistic play on words that I'm revisiting to get you thinking about the life you wanna be living in. Rhyming for the sake of riddling, now it's for the kids to save the riddling. Pick up their life for their prescription ends. It's like you wrote in your own hyphen to bridge the words of your own story, your life you're currently writing, huh? None of it happens if the first step ain't trying. So after this song, start relaying and stop relying.
They own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long. They tell you what to believe all day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care.
Yeah, Avengers Radio, dropping nothing but dope, intelligent music right now. I got my man Apeshit on the line. Yo, Ape, what up?
Hey, what up, God?
Ain't nothing. What do you think of the broadcast so far, dog?
Yo, congratulations, man. I can't believe you guys pulled it off.
Yo, thanks, man. Word up. Just a little hard work. I definitely could not have done it without my East Coast Avengers army. Esoteric and Trademarc. You know, Trademarc's the muscle. Esoteric's my eyes outside the station, taking care of security for us, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of armies, I'm about to get into some military-minded music.
Yo, my man's brother just got back a few months ago and lost his whole foot, his whole right foot.
Wow.
They amputated it. I don't think he can climb like Daniel Day-Lewis, man, to do everything on his left foot, man. He's having a real hard time, and I guess from what I understand, they're not doing a lot for him, man. You know, really giving him the runaround. You can't even walk around.
It's crazy, man. Us as American citizens really need to do more for our veterans.
Word up.
And on that note, I'm gonna drop this next track entitled Dispossable Heroes by you, Ape, and the homie Nabo Rawk. Don't touch that dial. Avengers Radio. Here we go.
The numbers are startling. On any given night in the United States, it is estimated that some 200,000 veterans are now calling the streets home. This according to one advocacy group. The homeless include service members who have served in our nation's 2 ongoing wars.
Close to 40% of the homeless out there are veterans. Veterans coming back from the current conflicts, so we expect those numbers to rise.
I used to love my country, I gave her my all. Gave her my soul, my heart, and stood tall. A soldier on the front line, I served my 4 years. Came back with one arm, more fears and nightmares. Now many would call me a hero, but Uncle Sam sees me different, he labeled me a zero. A vet like me should be set for life, but all I got was a medal and a whole lot of strife. It's hard pushing a broom when you got one arm. It's hard counting change with a stub and a palm. So no one wanna hire you, no one wanna hear you out, no one wanna listen. They claim you went the wrong route, but I went the right route and I served like a man. Now I'm sleeping in a garbage can. It's the facts, not fiction. Imagine the pain, the result is addiction. It's simple and plain. I'm a victim of the system, the one you enlisted. Come back wishing that everything was different.
You don't believe homeless vets exist? It's undeniable. Homeless vets exist.
I'm a victim of the system, the one you enlisted. Come back wishing that everything was different.
Days are shorter, nights are colder. Feeling like life is over. Business all over, soldier.
They train you to transfer from a civilian to a killing machine. When you get out, they should have trained me to go back into being a civilian again.
It's not glory, but horror for the fact you're killing foreigners. There's nothing like man's instinct to be a warrior, but change your perspective the day you see a dead kid. There's no way you're coming out the way you went in. Insensitive, you are not the way you used to be, but not quite your uncle living crazy in a cuckoo tree. They make you a machine so you don't shit when you see war. Chris Angel can't mind freak like Marine Corps. They shed layers of your decency, then they get inside and strip you of everything that makes a man civilized. You're combat ready, who cares? They can't fade you. You not only have the balls to kill, you can't wait to. Jawhead, reset your mental back to animal, but they'll pay you and pay for your school, that's understandable. But when you take Ernest and turn him into Spartacus, you end up like Gomer Pyle. It's not for all of us. I bet you can't wait for landmines and mortar fire, shell shock, battle fatigue, war neurosis, and ultimately post-traumatic stress disorder. You could lose your sight, sound, speech, and your focus. You're disconnected, confused and preoccupied, and always tired. You lost your appetite and lost your mind. You might care not if anybody try to help you. With 1,000-yard stare, you see the world like whatever. You're a victim of the system once you've enlisted. You gave your sanity while they're rocking yellow ribbons.
You don't believe homeless vets exist? It's undeniable. Homeless vets exist.
You're a victim of the system once you've enlisted. You gave your sanity while they're rocking yellow ribbons.
Days are shorter, nights are colder. Feeling like life is over. Business all over, soldier.
I think people have to be more aware of the fact that these veterans out there aren't getting what they need from the government. And if they are, then they are not giving them the psychiatric help that they need, because it's just getting worse all the time.
It's a sense of failure. You know, it's, what have I done to get here? You know, I was a senior database analyst. I was a senior systems developer. Now I'm homeless sleeping on milk crates without a clue as to what tomorrow's going to bring. If you're prone to depression, it could probably kill you.
These men and women cannot be forgotten. We cannot do enough for them. They gave their all for us. We ought to be able to give them the assurance that the remainder of their life, whatever it is not going to be poverty, not going to be homeless. That's a travesty.
government all around the world.
Yo, you can't trust the government. What happened to the weapons of mass destruction? They went and bombed Saddam for nothing. They tried to blame him from 9/11. Thousands of souls sent to heaven. Now we in the war with Iraq. Full metal jacket soldiers not coming back. All these years looking for Bin Laden, searching the mountains. What the fuck is really happening? Now we at a war with Afghanistan, fucking with the Taliban, blowing up all the land. They only tell us what they want us to know. They'll never admit they found the UFO. It's all mind control. Fuck the government, yo, listen to Poe. I only spit it how I see it. They trying to stop the drug war? Don't believe it. Cause if they really wanted to, they could stop it. But why would they? They make the biggest profit. They holding the ball, they making a call. Blame it on Obama, let that nigga take the fall.
There's a million motherfuckers that be cons and crooks, and the government is king, we just pawns and rooks. There's a million motherfuckers that be cons and crooks. It's a home of the brave, stars and stripes.
In love and war, you wanna settle the score and build a bridge in my pocket to yours. I'm not having that, I'm fucking with it. I'm on my post-apocalyptic dystopian, quick wit, slick shit, cryptic. Tories get their wigs split. Scumbag stockbrokers walk around like Mr. Big Dick. CFR rigged it, idiots. Blessing the Lord makes about as much sense as dudes investing in Ford or Toyota. Nuclear weapons shoot through your flesh in a beautiful mess. And who you test and go to school, get a lesson. Cause life is truly a blessing, so move with a Ruger investing. We know it's an abusive recession, it's pawns and rooks. It's what we are, there's no such thing as honest crooks. But the songs we put on paper deserve the strongest look. Word is born in CS, East Coast Avengers, what? Motherfucker, keep your mouth shut.
There's a million motherfuckers that be cons and crooks, and the government is king, we just pawns and rooks. There's a million motherfuckers that be cons and crooks. It's a home of the brave, stars and stripes.
Barack in office, Barack see coffins. I see it often. Unfortunate orphans, displaced they golfing, live in the streets. I feed off them men, deliver my peace. They read truth and decipher it deep, but still succumb to the government cheats. Sneak through laws when the town hall meets. We in the city and we cannot sleep. CCTV with cops on beats live. Rodney King whooping, sound like beat rock. Creating new weapons, yo, here's a heat rock. They can create quakes, sucks to be shocked. Out of extraordinary mortuaries. Let's get live before unfortunately more buried. Fever Haiti if you drive a new Mercedes, or you walking with your babies, reach to the skies before it's Hades.
There's a million motherfuckers that be cons and crooks, and the government is king, we just pawns and rooks. There's a million motherfuckers that be cons and crooks. It's a home of the brave, stars and stripes.
Yeah, Sabac Red, Revolution of the Mind, DC the MIDI Alien, Trademarc, World Rules.
Open up your eyes and see through the lies.
Yeah, this world is full of lies and deception, facilities of correction, the expectations of expecting consumption and pain, monetary gain, the presumption of fame until you bury your frame. Got a scope on the Ruger, see hope for the future. The soul will remove you like the vocals of Luther. Pursuit of happiness results in a bitter end. Find the ambition, grace the face of a kid again. Time of transitioning, phase of oblivion, confined by restrictions based on the dividend. These days we're living in are unbalanced and rushed, challenging us to become the talent we was. We damage the trust, we move among the panicked and lust. After things we can't touch, bring out the addict in us. Addicted, now we search for the fastest of buzz. It's what it was until we all turn to ashes and dust.
Moving unpredictably, we spread terror.
Read between the lines, see what I see.
There's a demon in your hood, receive the course.
caution.
Swarming unpredictably, we spread terror.
Between the lines, see what I see.
Hide it in the flash from the click, click, click. All these ulterior motives I just can't handle. Got us lighting votive candles for every little break in trust. Freedoms are taken from us. We on the cusp of a military state, so the villain in me waits while our presidents act like Hitler with American taste. I'm so caught up in current affairs. Independent media outlets are bought up in pairs, so no news is currently fair. We liable to rival the Huns. Our rivals are hung by Blackwater militaries privately run. They're riding with guns. It's like a rerun of SS soldiers hunting down Jews in the ghettos, but this time it's class warfare in American meadows. With this national debt, they tax paychecks, so we never make enough to be a threat. Stars and stripes are more swastikas, bars and pipes in America's Fourth Reich. I can hear this dictator with his best rants rounding up poor Americans in his death camps.
Swarming unpredictably, we spread terror.
Between the lines, see what I see.
There's a demon in your hood, proceed with caution.
Swarming unpredictably, we spread terror.
Between the lines, see what I see.
Open up your eyes and see.
Motherfuckers plant seeds of corruption, bleed from the fact that greed led the world into economic collapse. And Barack ain't immune, instead he's part of the act. While the block is consumed, these devils counting the stacks. In the darkness that looms in hearts are never slack. Reduce screams and shouts to flat dollar amounts. Stuff the barrel in their mouth, call them out. That's what the AK embedded in the barcode is all about. Now my name impugn congressional ranks. Modern day sin Q up in the federal banks. Another sound decision, the state's all on it. Started overcrowding prisons when corporations bought in. Read a secret, communicated tailing the plot. Hop the train down to Wall Street and empty the Glock. Now answer me this, what the fuck is conscious rap? Unless your eyes stay open and your waist stay strapped.
Swarming unpredictably, we spread terror.
Between the lines, see what I see.
Hide it in the flash from the click, click, click.
Swarming unpredictably, we spread terror.
Between the lines, see what I see.
Open up your eyes and see through the lies.
Avengers Radio, we still here. Caller, you on the air, what's good?
Yo, DC, what up, man? Peace and Sheik from Cauze.
Yo, word up, Sheik. Revolution of the mind, my West Coast Avengers. Yo, what's going down on the left coast, man?
Yo, man, shit is crazy as ever out here, man. We're out here marching out on the street, trying to bring to justice these crooked ass cops that murdered the homie Oscar Grant, shot the brother in cold blood while he was laying face down on the fucking ground. We were marching thousands deep, peacefully out on the street, and these fucking riot police started flipping on us, man. Batons and tear gas and the whole nine. You know we couldn't lay down for that shit, so we started fighting back. Shit started going crazy, man. It's all out warfare in broad fucking daylight.
Yo, that's unbelievable to me, man. Rest in peace to Oscar Grant. I can't believe the national media hasn't really covered that more in depth.
Yeah, but you know what though? It ain't nothing but a thing out here on the West Coast, man. This is history repeating itself. This is Boston 65, this is LA in 91, this is Oaktown in 09, 2010, we're doing this shit all over again. And when this shit is done, we're gonna round up all the Latino brothers and sisters and roll out to Arizona and ride on those racist fucking rednecks too. This is CA, where the movement never motherfucking ended.
Yo, word up, Sheik. I got just a track for you, man. This next joint's called Riot Gear. It features my man Termanology, Singapore Kane, and Big Shug. Big shout to the homie D5, Avengers Radio, Hijack Radio. Keep it locked.
Check it out. They promise us change. I want real change. The only thing that changes is the face of the common enemy. Yeah. Different face, same agenda. It's a war. Yeah.
Get your riot gear. We all pioneers of pain and punishment. Fame is nothing when the government aim is to blame all of us in the rap game. I ain't even having none of it. Get your riot gear. We all pioneers of pain and punishment.
gonna think and we gonna behave like modern day slaves. And what about AIDS? Given to us to keep the death toll raised. And I got my gauge, cause I'ma fight back if they think I'ma get taken in the draft. Cities under attack, like Iraq. Kids are crying tears, cops are riot gear, but I don't fear shit. Pussy, I'm fearless, since I can't fix shit, I'ma just flip shit. We got bulletproofs too. Fuck your blue suits, silver badge, Bluetooth, murder in our hood youth. Even if we got proof, they still gon' walk. So I'ma leave you with chalk with this thing right here. Yeah.
Get your riot gear, we all pioneers of pain and punishment. Fame is nothing when the government aim is to blame all of us in the rap game. I ain't even having none of it. Get your riot gear, we all pioneers of pain and punishment. Fame is nothing when the government aim is to blame all of us in the rap game. I ain't even having none of it.
The US voted for Obama, but the changes ain't hit my hood yet, cause I still got drama. I'm 730 on 420 without no scholar, and the cops look at me like I hit Osama. Profile cause I pray to the east, and I ain't afraid of the beast. My scarf resemble a terrorist fleece. We go up hating police cause they kill us and get away. Every day mom's eyes water like pepper spray. Fuck what the papers say, cause most of them are biased. You call us terrorists, the people call us freedom fighters. They like to block views, sorta like Fox News. Fuck Bill O'Reilly for real, his shit is not news. Our country's a wreck cause politicians copping feels from interns and Rush Limbaugh's popping pills. Can't quiet us with fear cause there's no cowards here. We throwing rocks at the cops wearing the riot gear.
Get your riot gear, we all pioneers of pain and punishment. Fame is nothing when the government aim is to blame all of us in the rap game. I ain't even having none of it. Get your riot gear, we all pioneers of pain and punishment. Fame is nothing when the government aim is to blame all of us in the rap game. I ain't even having none of it.
Give me 50 cash and mass, weapons and tear gas. I promise you will find Osama's ass. Get deep and vulgar, snatch a whitey vulture, and show you that it's all a game. Politics is all tricks, like David Blaine. While my inner city fight through rough terrain. I'm from the hood, and I ain't never been a liar. And none of my peeps ever died for friendly fire. Pit bulls are our favorite dogs, cause we don't want no Portuguese water dogs. Government is all snakes and rats who ain't never felt the kickback from a hard gat. It's easy to tell other cats what to do. I done been boss hard for years with my crew. Dance to my old drum and stay steady. Coming for us, get your riot gear ready.
Get your riot gear, we all pioneers of pain and punishment. Fame is nothing when the government aim is to blame all of us in the rap game. I ain't even having none of it. Get your riot gear, we all pioneers of pain and punishment. Fame is nothing when the government aim is to blame all of us in the rap game. I ain't even having none of it.
6 days of rioting left behind scenes reminiscent of war-torn cities. More than 100 square blocks were decimated by fire and looters, and few buildings were left intact. Firemen were harassed by snipers and brick-throwing hoodlums as they attempted to control the fires, many of which were left to burn themselves out. Firemen were later issued flak suits of bulletproof mesh to protect them from snipers who continued to shoot from rooftops. It took the appearance of 14,000 troops to bring an end to what leaders called insurrection by hoodlums. Leaders were quick to deplore the unbridled lawlessness. A curfew was put into effect, and the entire section declared off limits to all but residents.
Yeah, look, we got the right to remain violent. That's right. Check it out, look. This literature I scribble and spit it, you're so sinister. Your minister barely got a minute to administer your life's last rites before I pity and finish you. Knives and blades, assault, oh wait, we on to grenades, mass graves, straight past beef on the slaughtering, mass murder and martyring. Carving in so many holes, your body barely hold water in. Pardon my math, but me plus wrath on the street equals 18 divided in half. Leaves 2 9, subtract by the number of times I pull the trigger. You got how many bodies in the river floating face down, bluer than the Mediterranean shimmer. Cause we father in revolution, 2009 evolution. Our solution is firebombing and arming yourself, so when they send the troops in, put 2 in they dome, cave they fucking roof in. We root for the underdog and all moves slicker than Jack the Ripper slipping through London fog. I'd even come at God so hard with statements that Satan went and barred my name from his burning basement. Y'all Johnny Bench catching strays, Harvey Dent set ablaze, praying for better days and a better flames, asking where your face went, lit up by heaven's rays, and got you praying for death. So when it finally came, y'all be singing that last like Eddie James.
You have a right to remain silent.
My style's crazy, cutting your throat. Y'all scared, I can tell.
I'll bug out for real, I cut your tongue out for real. Dangerous, killing them hard.
You have a right to remain silent.
Cutting your throat. Y'all scared, I can tell. Chances you survive. DC, what up? Yeah, hey yo, respect the Reef. I catch the heat, get bottles thrown at your dome like interracial couples on 2nd Street. My weaponry, rusty blade, give you an ugly fade. I don't front, no discrepancies. The so-called best MCs are just beneath the skin of my dick, like they try and check for fleas. So I breathe in, breathe out, smoke in your face. You never should've opened the gate. Yeah, who let the pitch loose? Get your click roof by the big foot, big gun and big tooth. Your remains hang in a pig's poop. I tell lies and twist truth because I'm a bad person. Leave your mom and dad hurting from how to stab murking. Me and my people hold weight like a fat person, and I'm one of those. Leave you in the rain underclothed, let nature take us toll while we puff a bowl.
Blaq, you have a right to remain silent.
My style's crazy, cutting your throat. Y'all scared, I can tell.
I'll bug out for real, I cut your tongue out for real. Dangerous, killing them hard.
You have a right to remain silent.
Cutting your throat. Y'all scared, I can tell. Chances you surviving is slim.
Yeah. You wanna stick a fork? We battling Mickey Rourke, Bill O'Reilly killers, violent-minded gorillas. I'm looking at a tapestry of suffering, non-buffering, streaming blood, demon chud. Y'all need hugs, we needle drugs. Y'all a rock star, energy drinks. We Mad Max's whip, y'all a VW bugs. The press misquote me, 527 swift boat me. Fuck a billionaire with billy ears, just wrote me. Bring the gunpowder plots. I've got Fox in a pair of dead stock hot tops. Megan Fox, the only Fox that I watch. I'm like Cyclops with tunnel vision, dumb precision. I shun Jake like I shun religion. The industry is deep, the streets filled with heaters. If someone say they got a gun dog, they don't mean retrievers. Every day there's new snobs, people lose jobs. Y'all confused like Tammy Bruce or Lou Dobbs.
You have a right to remain silent.
My style's crazy, cutting your throat. Y'all scared, I can tell.
I'll bug out for real, I cut your tongue out for real. Dangerous, killing them hard.
You have a right to remain silent.
Cutting your throat. Y'all scared, I can tell. Chances you surviving is slim. Surviving is slim. Surviving is slim. Surviving is slim. Chances you surviving is slim.
This country's finished. It's been sliding downhill a long time. And everybody's got a cell phone that makes pancakes, so they don't want to make any trouble.
Ready, stay. Yeah. The air is thick, I'm wearing thin, and so much shit going on, I don't know where to begin. Society's ill, we know that. The government's corrupt, we know that. The question is how to control that. They got us programming, socially networked. Think of who's seeing all your email and text first, and no one communicates face to face. We're all dependent on Facebook, blogs, and MySpaces. Kids committing suicide for something as small as a rumor on the internet they couldn't resolve. And I watch as a whole generation free falls to a digital death. We've all come to accept this wild world of poison. I'm caught in this web, but got in my head, and I just wanna disconnect. Cause until we start avoiding this automated noise, we'll be auto-tuned out till there's nothing. What if we become
out of my hands, it's out of control.
I've gone numb,
out of my mind, it's over.
What if we become
out of my mind, it's out of control.
I've gone numb,
technology is taking over.
What if we become
out of my hands, it's out of control.
I've gone numb,
out of my mind, it's over.
What if we become
out of my mind, it's out of control.
I've gone numb,
technology is taking over. What the hell they letting kids watch now and apologize for later when no one is around? I know it sound harmless, right? But look at the truth, you sticking guns in their face, robbing them of the youth. It's nothing to lose $1 million breaking the law. If your ratings go up and haters wanna see more, this is media war, how the rich control the poor. But the clicker's in your hands, so who's really at the core of the problem? to the fox, I play possum. Wait for my chance and I strike like boxing. I ain't like talking, people never listen. Advertising everywhere, I call it television. Who the fuck are y'all kidding? This is planetary prison. Every single one of us, no matter what you're skinning, no matter where you're living, you're gone or what you're giving. It's time to put the shovel down and think of why you're digging.
Ain't nothing sacred anymore, it's all put on blast. Your 15 seconds of fame is YouTube trash. But this necessary evil that we go through is the first and only option that we go to. In the information age, we're caught in the haze. The talking heads walking dead, living what they say. Ain't nothing gonna change until we change our frame of mind. We're consumed, we're doomed to fall then online.
Power does what it wants, and now they just put it right out front and say, this is what we're doing to you folks. People have been bought off by gizmos and toys in this country, and no one questions things.
What if we become
out of my hands, it's out of control.
I'm going numb.
Out of my mind, it's over.
What if we become
out of my mind, it's out of control.
I'm going numb.
Technology is taking over.
What if we become
out of my hands, it's out of control.
I'm going numb.
Out of my mind, it's over.
What if we become
out of my mind, it's out of control.
I'm going numb.
Technology is taking over.
Avengers Radio caller, you on the air?
Yo, what's up, what up?
That was poppin', E. Yo, thanks for taking care of them security guards for us, dog.
Yeah, I got these guys hemmed up here. I'm right outside.
Word up. I'm about to drop this Soldier Survivors joint on them.
Word up.
We'll catch you on the way out, man. Have that getaway car ready for us, alright?
No doubt.
Word. Soldier Survivors on Avengers Radio. Let's do it.
No time to lose, they wanna keep us confused. We ain't fucking with it, y'all can have us.
Only describe us as soldier survivors.
It's 1988, Big Brother can take a break. He fooled us in a diamond on ourselves with status updates. Now we're about and volunteering our whereabouts till it's a military state. Clear them out, tear them out the frame. It ain't the same, I wanna break the chains and go MIA, but them jets ain't paper planes. And while y'all fight about who ever heard it first, I'ma murder this verse. Wanna build, I'ma steal dirt of this verse. Y'all ain't worth the dirt on this earth. I'm a lifelong genius, worth life on Venus or oil on Mars. I boil my bars to your left, disfigured, face configured with boils and scars. Y'all be Twitter snitching. If y'all most deaf hidden, I'm Christopher Hitchens pitching when God is not great was written. This is food for thought, satanic verses out of Salmon Rusty's kitchen when I'm spitting. Fitting vets for a coffin, the Abbey Hoffman of Boston. I'm weighing all of my options to break the box that we locked in. We chopped them dead in the middle of literally. Little did we know we got rid of our civil liberties.
No time to sleep, kid, no time to snooze. No time to lose, they wanna keep us confused. We ain't fucking with it, y'all can have us.
Only describe us as soldier survivors.
20 past 4 on my Adidas watch. And about the time I roll a tree to spark to all my weed heads, yeah, they should legalize it. Congress need to hit the chronic and realize it. Blue and whites wanna run up in my crib with a long list of everything I did. Lock me up, make a meal off of my bed, but they ain't worried about feeding on my kids. That's why I feel like peeling back they wigs. Buck the judge like this 1886 shit. You know, whenever they was wearing wigs, bitch. I'm running errands and I'm airing it out. Don't want your errands, nigga, cause you wearing them out. Nigga, the money's what I'm caring about. Keep that bullshit to yourself, sucker, hear me out. Throw 'em up, yup, cheers, we out.
No time to sleep, kid, no time to snooze. No time to lose, they wanna keep us confused. We ain't fucking with it, y'all can have us.
Only describe us as soldier survivors.
No time to sleep, kid, no time to snooze. No time to lose, they wanna keep us confused. We ain't fucking with it, y'all can have us.
Only describe us as soldier survivors.
Every verse 30 below, you're barely a cold breeze. So fly, reach heights that'll give you a nosebleed. Poetry, emotion, opponents moving with slow feet. Burn a track in the time and take the light up a bogey. So dope that the crowd either Jones in the ODs. We OT, rival crews cloning on home steeds. On alert, confuse them, leave them with no leads. Ain't fly as us, homie. Leave you with broke wings, bridging the gap between futuristic and bring it back. Business to tie, new kicks, matching fisherman hats. Updated formula, we don't live in the past. No overseas without even swimming a lap. Position constitution intact. Yeah, the illness inside me kill the noise quicker than Esso, the Bill O'Reilly. Guatemalteco, third world built mentality. Airborne rare form, so the sky's my gallery.
No time to sleep, kid, no time to snooze, no time to lose, they wanna keep us confused. We ain't fucking with y'all connivers.
Only describe us as soldiers, survivors.
No time to sleep, kid, no time to snooze, no time to lose, they wanna keep us confused. We ain't fucking with y'all connivers.
Only describe us as soldiers, survivors.
Reef the Lost Cauze, DC the MIDI alien. What up? Drop some science on y'all real quick. Check it. Here we go.
Bring the power back to the street.
Yo, the government watching all of those who thugging it. They wanna lock us up cause they kids are loving it. End quote. It's hard to keep hope when down in New Orleans they wouldn't even send speedboats. Since the days of Deep Throat they've been deceitful. If you were fed then no, we don't believe you. No pigs in my vicinity. Catholic church conspiracies. Misery disguised as ministries. I'm down to bomb the embassy cause they fit to see all my brothers locked down in they penitentiaries. Comrades I've raised with ya. Fuck these redneck cops who praise Hitler. Yo, I spray triggers at the politics who poly with the gun lobbyists who put the dollars up to make sure we got enough to take down the lies of us. But now we rising up, revolution come, ain't no stopping us.
Kamikaze, everybody's corrupted. Motherfuckers do anything for a buck quick. That's crazy, so many senators shady. People in high places thinking they gon' play me. But we ain't the normal bend over. We the type to rob niggas just to get over. If it means clapping at a few Republicans, it ain't hard for niggas to get in touch with them. Pay a hooker to try to plant drugs on them. Feds got a nigga whole crib filled with bugs with them. That's crazy. Burn my city to frickin' scene. All the judges, Supreme Court gon' remember me. Firebomb a few countries' embassies. Responsibility, Doap, Nixon, DC. Real nigga, that's how you ride for a cause. You gotta make a few people have to ride with the Lord. Murder.
There's nothing in our way. They bust, we bust. They rush, we rush.
I guess you know. You guess I'm just a radical.
And all my comrades is ready. Bring the power back to the street. There's nothing in our way. They bust, we bust. They rush, we rush.
I guess you know. You guess I'm just a radical.
And all my comrades is ready. Bring the power back to the street.
Please beware of the media, the truth never told. It's Sodom and Gomorrah at Bohemian Grove. Bizarre rituals where leaders burn fetus in front of 40-foot owls to the bleeders. This is real, they can see you through the eye on the bill. Now the hood fucked up with brothers trying pills. Your favorite rappers throwing diamonds up. Word of mother, take a look at that dynasty cover. It's far too perverse to discuss in a verse. Now the new world order to control the universe. And guess who's down? You wouldn't expect our new presidential puppet elect. And why you slanging that poison to purchase elects? Our world is a mess, please protect your neck. I know how to conserve with that mayonnaise and bread. I don't need my money reserved by the fucking feds. Riot and Radic, go pick it in at a poll booth. No truth in Bush victories, no proof. Whole youth inspired and hope. What a joke, Obama but not still on the block, we still broke. Claiming in fact a patriot act is constitutional. I'm refusing your blindfold. Bamboozle when using the rules are made for elite members of Congress to prey on us. Citizens who giving in when Satan's upon us. European Union join up, forces for superpower. True the Dow is declining, but bet they dollar signs devour what is rightfully ours. CEOs increasing bonuses. Police our right to assembly, silently holding us, coaching us to dummy up. Free speech is old as dust. This is why the hood saying guns we trust. They believe in God give it bizarre privilege. I pray you sit in that chair, catch a long
There's
fitness.
nothing in our way. They bust, we bust. They rush, we rush.
I guess you know. You guess I'm just a radical.
And all my comrades is ready. Bring the power back to the street. There's nothing in our way. They bust, we bust. They rush, we rush.
I guess you know. You guess I'm just a radical.
And all my comrades is ready. Bring the power back to the street.
Word up, yeah. Blacastan shit. Urban Embassy, DC. East Coast Avengers. It's time for political awareness. Y'all niggas better get with this shit. That NWO is coming. The fuck you gonna do? Straight up, grab your guns, man. Protect your families, your black wives and babies, or whatever. Get with it, motherfuckers.
The role of the artist is to transcend the given wisdom, the word of the establishment, what is handed down by the government. And it's the job of the artist to transcend that, to think outside the boundaries, to dare to say things that no one else will say.
We are artists in the time of war. This ain't a song, it's a call to arms. Bring them all, knives to fire bombs, whatever your firearms. I want a million-man march, AR-15s on shoulders, all of my soldiers. Power to the people you see, or I can bring my people to the powers that be, where I could just reach you at home, but I'll surely not reach you alone. I want free-thinking revolutionaries that refuse to bury their rights due to every government oversight at night. Y'all are glued to the tube, eating up the news like fast food, like every soldier killed is glad to. Every single bill's to tax you, every single bill's just past due. Steady phone calls harass you while the national debt's around 14 figures, but I figure ain't nobody calling them pointing fingers.
According to the Declaration of Independence, governments are artificial creations. Governments are set up by the people of the country to achieve certain objectives, the equality of all people in their right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And when the government becomes destructive of those ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it.
I want my government to fear me, flag me, watch list, try and gag me, V for vendetta, black back me. I intend to marry my right to bear arms and militia mentality. Rally me and mine and move on behind enemy lines. With every line I'm like Tiananmen, Kent State. My sentiments and my contemporaries, they're just temporarily dead weight, way beyond local PD. It's a fed case to justify killing. You're considered a head case. Imply we're villains and you're living in dead space. I mean blackball publicly, your patriotism's erased, character defaced like stars at last calls as drunk scrawl witty one-liners that our city's finest citizens are eating fine dinners in, slipping in back doors and killing them slow. But such a rich country, we got little to show.
Because as soon as you speak outside the boundaries, as soon as you say things that are different than what the establishment is telling you to say, what the newspapers, what the media, what everybody, including leading intellectuals, are telling you to say, you know, as soon as you do that, the question of your patriotism arises.
I don't condone flying planes into 2 buildings, but I understand kids shooting school children. Why? Cause I've reached that level myself when everyone else starts to look like the devil himself. It doesn't help, every day they portray foreigners as catalysts to coroners and killers. Like every Muslim born is suicide bombing his village and raping and pillaging on till freedom is gone. That sells stickers and t-shirts, but kids back from war a year later, you can stick them in deep earth. I got a message for politicians, I'm polishing my weapons and mission to be abolishing their posh living, like shooting fish in a barrel, glistening, pistols carrying on like Maryland, Christmas caroling, gone are those days. Y'all ain't reap what you sow, cause the last thing you'll see is my muzzle flash glow.
It's important to remember that all of us, whatever we do, have the right to make moral decisions about the world, and it takes only a little bit of history to realize how dangerous it is to think that the people who run the country know what they're doing. And you need some history to see that the United States has behaved in the world like other imperial nations in the world. It's not surprising. We have to be honest about our country. If we're going to be anything, if there's anything an artist should be, if it's anything a citizen should be, is to be honest, to be able to look at yourself, to look at your country as honestly and as clearly as you look at what people do elsewhere. And just as you can examine the terrible things that people do elsewhere, you have to be willing to examine the terrible things that were done here and done by our government. War is good for business. Invest your son.
Avengers Radio, I'm your host, DC, the MIDI alien, still on board with you. Yo, these phone lines been really lighting up, man. We got my man Jon Hope repping Rhode Island on the line. Yo, Hope, thanks for the call, homie.
Hey, what up? Am I on?
Yeah, you on the air, dog? What's good?
Word. Hey, this is Jon Hope. I want to give a big shout out to my homie DC. I'm tuned in, man. I'm listening to Avengers Radio, man. You got me amped up, man. You got me amped up.
Word, I'm hyped too, man. I mean, me and Trademarc just kidnapped this dude. Had to do it, man. We ain't really hurt him. We ain't hurt you, right? Alright, that's enough. So, yo, John, you got a request, homie?
I need you guys to shed some light to address what's going on right now. This recession got everybody fucked up. Can I curse?
Yeah, man, you can curse. I think the FCC is pretty much the last thing we really got to be concerned about at this point.
Word, man, this shit got everybody fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I mean, you gotta take out a loan to buy gas now, you know what I'm saying? And what's going on with this oil stuff kind of makes you wonder, man, if these actions are malicious intent.
I think a lot of hard-working, intelligent Americans feel the same way, man. That's why I'm happy we collaborated on this recession joint, man.
Word.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna drop that right now. Yo, John, you got any shouts, man?
Shout outs to you guys, man. Make sure I want to get shout out to everybody in Providence, too, man. You better have me on, man. I want to hear myself.
Yo, this next track is Jon Hope featuring my man LB, Recession, on Avengers Radio. Stay tuned, y'all.
So this is what it is, man. It's like I'm living in a nightmare. The worst nightmare I ever had, man. I just wanna wake up, man. I just wanna wake up.
Capitol Hill. The president says his economic plan will renew America.
Pick up that phone and let's save you money. Right now, spare no expense.
Gold down 10 cents to 345.5.
The more I try to save, the more I need to spend, and my checkbook just never.
Success is just around the corner.
The unemployment rate jumped another 0.3% last month. The worst it's been.
I'm an artist who is solo, synonymous with Dolo. He know, she know, I'm not a shorty Elo. Yellow, black, brown, eggshell, white. Connect with every verse I recite. So many thoughts to reflect upon. For every song, take it to an echelon. Grateful for my iPod. Remember when Decepticons you cherish it was golden. No worries were controlling. I stand in the midst of recession, the money folded. So I ask what's the issue? The life game fickle. I'm thinking 4 quarters with a dime and a nickel. My people feel belittled. It's hard from the get-go. I swear to God, gas got a nigga feeling petrol. Get it? Poor with no credit. It's about the 100th time I overdraft on my debit. Poor nigga blues got me running out of options. At this rate there ain't no stopping, cause this is a recession.
Gas price higher than a motherfucker.
We dying.
Children in a box getting toe tagged.
We dying.
Tell me what it means, someone please explain to me.
It's the recession, 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 recession.
Gas price higher than a motherfucker.
We dying.
Children in a box getting toe tagged.
We dying.
Tell me what it means, someone please explain to me.
It's the recession, 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 recession.
Yo, it's the poor folks anthem. Broke nigga blues, like now I gotta choose between gas on my food and baby girl stressing. Ain't paying the bills, so it's got me back on the block slanging them krills. Naysayers trying to say it ain't real. Picture needing the medication, you can't afford to pay for the pills. This recession got me angry as hell, son. Living off McDonald's dollar menu, steady fucking my health up. The government will tell you they trying, giving money for bailouts on cars when we can't even buy them. Listen, everybody broke now, money stretching everywhere. You praying for a helping hand, it ain't never there. Now we rob, beg, steal, and borrow. I'm paying more for gas than I'm paying on my car note. Nobody's lending, ain't no one investing, and ain't nobody spending. This is a recession. Gas price higher than a motherfucker.
We dying.
Children in a box getting toe tagged.
We dying.
Tell me what it means, someone please explain to me.
It's the recession, 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 recession.
Gas price higher than a motherfucker.
We dying.
Children in a box getting toe tagged.
We dying.
Tell me what it means, someone please explain to me.
It's the recession, 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 recession. I was a gym class hero, math class Superman. Still find time to socialize with hooligans. Mother in the apron, trusting in the good book. Meanwhile my brother a hood crook. A good jukes is what he on the search for. A couple dollars but to him life is worth 4. Much less but no more. My eyes were never virgin to the fuckery of ghettos. To see AIDS walking stilettos, quite frightening. Some say I write lightning, so capturing a bottle. Put you in the days, never cease to amaze. How I stand next to poverty, adjacent desperation. But you know the old saying, what's yours is mine. See a watch, let me take your time, and you'll pick my swine. Plus shine, you don't need no bling with no options. I pump the lead furious, perfectly healthy, but I'm dead serious. Recession.
Gas price higher than a motherfucker.
We dying.
Children in a box getting toe tagged.
We dying.
Tell me what it means, someone please explain to me.
It's the recession, 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 recession.
Gas price higher than a motherfucker.
We dying.
Children in a box getting toe tagged.
We dying.
Tell me what it means, someone please explain to me.
It's the recession, 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 recession.
With billions already spent, the US government is asking for even more cash from US taxpayers in an attempt to breathe life back into an economy which many
top.
Now we the taxpayers, my grandkids are not even here, I gotta pay for this bailout.
This is the birth of a nation. Native, Caucasian, American, African slave and immigrants settle in. Sweltering melting pot, mixing up the citizens. Beginning to end, birth of a nation. Native, Caucasian, American, African slave and immigrants settle in. Sweltering melting pot, mixing up the citizens. Beginning to end, birth of a nation. What began in the land for the native was followed by the basis of terrain made supreme through enslavement. I could see the slave ships with my forefathers' faces, a predestiny beyond races. Most interpretations show victory for our nation. The conquering a savage Indian, Negroid simpleton. Greatest crimes were witnessed in, but no laws for men. Minus the Anglo-Saxon fraction, skin pigmentation placed us in another class than white settlers who embellished their past. Alas, the natives' history was erased quick, therefore a face became faceless. Dare I say a facelift for broadening the nostrils, bigger lips and eyes. Something disguised as inhumane to brutalize. Taught to love the bluish eyes. Let's you and I take their statements and let's debate them. The birth of a nation. Native, Caucasian, American, African slave and immigrants settle in. Sweltering melting pot, mixing up the citizens. Beginning to end, birth of a nation. Native, Caucasian, American, African slave and immigrants settle in. Sweltering melting pot, mixing up the citizens. Beginning to end, birth of a nation. No longer natives, they immigrated from old world places to make a broad new world their own oasis. A melting pot placed in contrast with colonial stateship. English citizens wake up to new arrivals, been on survival, be it religious or political. Fleeing from persecution is critical. Told that an economy grows beyond your shores, then of course do what it takes to get across that vast ocean. Last notion of being lost in a land that ain't rightfully yours. A people divided become unified into one. From Ellis Island to slums and ghettos, marching to the beat of a drum. Declare independence to some, freedom to all. Come in the form of the speech of the gun. Assemble young, tell them revolution has come. Have you been waiting? Take a journey with Rex, birth of a nation. Native, Caucasian, American, African slave and immigrants settle in. Sweltering melting pot, mixing up the citizens. Beginning to end, birth of a nation. Native, Caucasian, American, African slave and immigrants settle in. Sweltering melting pot, mixing up the citizens. Beginning to end, birth of a nation. Modern times tell me we've progressed from destiny manifest. 13 colonies expand to the west. 50 states now govern the universe. Big brother request, little brother show our power, respect. Michelle stressed for the first time she proud of US. They chanted yes, we can and we did, I guess. But yet, Martin's dream deferred. Wollstonecraft scene I heard. Mother of a movement urge. All my dams think equal to surge. Free people emerge from the Great Depression submerged. Supreme law fine written in words. Proclamation of revolt. No longer to a king I serve. This day and age do we really deserve what was written in blood? Evil or good? Amendment preserved. Plane crashed through the tower as the tower tumbled down to the basement. Birth of a nation. Native, Caucasian, American, African slave and immigrants settle in. Sweltering melting pot, mixing up the citizens. Beginning to end, birth of a nation. Native, Caucasian, American, African slave and immigrants settle in. Sweltering melting pot, mixing up the citizens. Beginning to end, birth of a nation.
Let a new earth rise. Let another world be born. Let a bloody peace be written in the sky. Let a second generation full of courage issue forth. Let a people loving freedom come to growth. Let a beauty full of healing and a strength of final clenching be the pulsing in our spirits and our blood. Let the martial songs be written. Let the dirges disappear. Let a race of men now rise and take control.
This has been Avengers Radio Volume 1. On behalf of my ECA counterparts, I want to thank those who stuck around to listen to the whole show, even if it wasn't what you were expecting to hear today. As for Mr. Rushmore here, hopefully this incident will serve as a warning to these other fear-peddling on-air personalities who insist on force-feeding their opinions to the petrified masses. Yo, man, I hope you got someone who cares about you enough to come to the station and untie you, man, because we out of here. People, keep your eyes open. Don't be scared to question things. DC the MIDI Alien, East Coast Avengers. Until next time, peace.
Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, for inwardly they are ravening wolves.
So let me get this straight. You base blind faith upon the book formed and born, the dawn of fear built on guilt and genocide. Maybe you can let that slide, but I'm inclined to be a bit skeptical if you preach and teach the youth. Deny them the luxury of proof and truth, and reach back to primal acts of primitive facts and reenact a public execution like a peaceful resolution, like it wasn't persecution, but would likely just confusion and illusion. A story they were using to aid a revolution, but later retribution to aid the evolution of later restitution. And by the way, I think you're missing the objective. We're collectively infective and subjective, so it's all just ineffective. Or maybe we're defective, a flawed race, flawed design and pace to waste away when faced or forced to pray. Defraud divine malign images, or blind visages, or busts of a lord ignored, or faith restored. We raise our swords and not IQs. We praise our lords and not our views. Your body counts raised on Fox News, and that amounts to praise and not blues. I guess I'm confused.